For our Sunday brunch day, I'm going to make something I've never made before, German pancakes. So this is about to go into the oven because from what I read, this has to melt and heat up, I think. Eggs are out for the pancakes as well. Then I'm going to use up some leftover cream cheese that I have from my cheesecake, and I'm going to make cream cheese stuffed strawberries. So they've been cored, I guess, or I don't know, destemmed. And then I'm going to slice off the bottom so they stand nicely, and then fill the top with cream cheese. Not sure if this is right. Looks like a boat. Maybe it's going to deflate a little bit. I'll let it sit. But I don't know if I've done it right. That looks quite overcooked, and I guess there's still some butter inside, but anyways, strange. All right, it deflated quite a bit, so this is looking more like what I've seen online. I dusted it with some cinnamon and icing sugar. Then the family can choose if they want it just like so with the cinnamon sugar, or if they want a little bit of syrup or berries and whipped cream. Up to them. We've never had it before, so it may take a meal in order to see how we like it. And then here are the strawberries with the cream cheese, I guess like an icing or a frosting, and I put some ground graham crackers on top so everyone can have some of those, and then also they can pick a yogurt up as well. Well, it's fun to try something new sometimes, so excited to take a bite and see what these German pancakes are all about. Oh my goodness, my neighbor's dog has been barking so much today. Hopefully he's quiet soon. All right, so for supper tonight, I am making the Meghan Sussex spaghetti from her Netflix docu-series. First episode, it looks good, so I want to try it out. So I have my spaghetti, my variety of baby tomatoes, olive oil, garlic. I wish I had fresh garlic. I do not. I forgot to bring some up. Parmesan, zest of a lemon, some red pepper flakes. And then I'm not using a kale. I'm going to use spinach instead. And then I thought I'm actually going to add some meat, some Italian sausage to it, and some feta cheese, just to, yes, majority of it's her recipe. The other part is ingredients I thought we would like. Well, I clearly need the proper cooking tool to do this recipe, but I made do, and it actually doesn't look that bad. I cooked the sausage in a separate pan, so I think we're ready to dish, and then we'll top off with some extra Parmesan. We have some Parmesan cheese now on top. It's definitely really colorful and fresh looking. Hopefully the flavor's there as well. Tonight for supper, we're having some butter chicken sauce with chickpeas and basmati rice. And I also made naan bread dough, which I'll make into naan bread. So it rose really nice. I'm excited because I feel like I haven't made naan bread for a little while. The naan bread is baking up well as the rest of the meal. Boy, I sure like making naan bread. It is fun. So good. All I need now are some samosas. There it is. Next time we'll have to make sure to order up some samosas and maybe some pakora to go with it. The naan bread is a nice addition. Tonight's dinner is not short and sweet, just small and sweet. Chicken strips, onion rings, and some broccoli, and there's cauliflower underneath. Not everyone is eating, so we just have a lot smaller of a portion tonight. And for dessert this evening, I am going to have some President's Choice Cream First chocolate peppermint ice cream. And I am going to treat myself to a really nice big bowl of ice cream tonight. Oh, I need this. Dinner tonight is some slow cooked barbecue chicken because I've had a very busy afternoon and I knew I would need something nice and easy. I'm gonna boil up some water here and make some Annie's bunny pasta. How cute is that? And then to top off the meal, some steamed corn and peas. Then for dessert tonight, they can choose from these Hawaiian Host chocolates, delicious, the macadamia nuts, or Dad's cookies that I made today. So they can have one or the other. Feels like a summertime supper. We got sunshine, so that's very fitting. For tonight's dinner, it is being completely based off of what we need to eat up. I have a lot of this Dempster sandwich bread, which does not have a very long shelf life, so I'm going to make some grilled cheese sandwiches tonight with it. It's nice and thick, so I think it will be a nice bread for grilled cheese. Then cucumbers. The cucumbers got soft pretty quick, so I wanted to use them up so they didn't get wasted. And so I'm gonna make like a cucumber salad with, of course, those, and then some celery and red pepper, some feta, and then more than likely the Olive Garden Italian dressing, kind of like, a little bit on the lines of a Greek salad. The two flavors don't go together the best, but yeah, that's what our dinner is going to be tonight. For the grilled cheese sandwiches, I have some plastic cheese, Gouda, and pickle inside. It's nice to have a combination of fake and real cheese. This evening we are having barbecue chicken pizza, and unfortunately I did not have as much chicken left in the freezer as I thought I did. So it's gonna be more barbecue than chicken with the pizza. So I have my dough here. I'm going to separate it into two. So we'll have two pizzas. Then I have some grape soda and peach lemonade left over. So I thought everyone can pick which beverage they want to add with a fun pizza dinner. And I'll also make up a Caesar salad to go with it. Into the oven they go to bake up for 20 minutes. Friday night supper is ready. Yeah. Is he downstairs? This morning I am making some sticky buns for Saturday morning, or I guess Saturday noon brunch. So the dough is ready for its second rise. I'm going to cut it into rolls, and I have my pan ready with my caramel. I'm trying out this pan, so I'm hoping that it works well. And I thought sticky buns were the perfect thing to test a new pan out with. Hopefully you can hear me over the vacuuming. One of my sons is vacuuming the stairs. So they have done their second rise and they're about to go in the oven. The oven's almost finished being preheated. And while those bake, I am going to cook up some bacon to go along with it. The sticky buns are all done, and I made a very light cream cheese icing to go with it because they're already quite sweet, so not a very thick layer of that. Everyone's gonna have a side of a grapefruit with their breakfast, and the bacon is finished as well. So we are ready for brunch. Boy, we are going to enjoy supper tonight. We have had a cleaning day here, and we are going to have a later supper because we're still not in the thick of it, but in the tail end. All right, dinner tonight is revolving around this roast chicken. I'm going to heat it up. Yesterday I made some cranberry sauce and I added my usual with lemon and cinnamon, but I also added a little bit of rosemary in it just to give it a different kind of vibe, and I tasted yesterday, it's pretty good. I'm going to roast up these potatoes that I got for free from the market, and then steam up some green beans and carrots to round out the meal. Well, we have earned this meal. We are starving, and dessert may be in order because this may not be filling enough, but it looks good. Look at those potatoes. Before I make our Sunday lunch, I am making our Sunday dessert. We are going to have some brownies with ice cream for dessert, and we just prefer the brownies cooled off. Just find them more flavorful, so I am going to get these into the oven and bake them up so they'll be nice and cooled off for dessert tonight. For our Sunday brunch, we are going to have a French toast because I have a bunch of bread that I need to use up. Seems to be the story of my life lately. This loaf is best before, basically, we're 2 days away from the best before date. So I want to use up a lot of it. So I have in here some 5 eggs and milk and spices. We will dust this with icing sugar and have some butter with it when it's all ready to eat. And then for our fruit, we are going to have some canned pears. Haven't had these in years, and I'm craving them for some strange reason. So I thought they would pair well with the French toast. And here's mine all done. Can't wait. Also made myself an instant coffee, iced coffee, and they're actually really yummy. We will be having some stuffed shells for supper tonight. So I have my water boiling. I'll cook these up and then fill them with a nice ricotta mixture. I'll use the ricotta cheese, Parmesan, and spinach, and probably garlic, Italian seasoning, that kind of stuff. I will top it off with some Prego sauce and some aged cheddar and then bake it in the oven. And I also will make up a nice side salad to go with the dinner. Now for my little cupcake brownies, I was a little worried because they sunk right down. I was pretty sure they were done, and I always try not to over bake my brownies, but I sure don't want to under bake them either and get sick. But thankfully we tried a couple and they're good. They're baked all the way through. So what a relief, but isn't that strange? Just sunk right down, but hey, perfect for a scoop of ice cream in the middle. And with the supper, my husband and I will enjoy some wine. A friend of ours gave us this bottle of red, and I'm just not a really big fan of red wine. Strange, I know, but yeah, he is. So a nice pasta dish will be perfect with that red wine. But I do have this bottle of rosé that I received at Christmas, so I think I will enjoy it tonight. So far, so good. They're all stuffed. I started with them being in nice lines, but then I had too many. And I ended up needing to squish some of the pieces in, and there's just a couple of smaller broken pieces in here too. So time to add the sauce and the cheese and bake it up. The shells have baked up well, and then the tossed salad is just romaine lettuce, celery, cucumbers, carrots, croutons, with Olive Garden dressing on top. Here is the Western Family Canucks flavor, ice cream flavor. They have been promoting this for a long time, keeping it a mystery, and it finally got released yesterday, so I picked it up today. I've been so excited about it. I'm a sucker for this. So this looks interesting. Vanilla flavor with blue ripple cream and caramel filled pucks. Yay. So we're gonna have some of this ice cream because the Canucks game is on right now, and have it with some of the brownies that I made earlier today. I have no bowls available because they're in the dishwasher, so a mug it is. How fun is this? We are gonna have some homemade bacon egg McMuffins for supper tonight with these extra crispy English muffins, some leftover bacon from our morning breakfast the other day, and of course some eggs. I'm gonna put these in the sheet pan and cook them up in the oven, and then toast the English muffins up in the oven and figure out how to reheat bacon. I've actually never had it long enough to need to reheat. Or it's not like a cold sandwich or something like that, but I'll heat that up somehow and then add some plastic cheese to it, and voila. We will also probably have some fruit like bananas or something like that with the supper. There is mine. I had a banana at lunch, so I'm having some apples. I will be making up this lemon chicken for our supper tonight. Love it so much. And I'm going to use these noodles as like a chow mein and add some celery and soya sauce onto it, and then steam cauliflower, broccoli, and red pepper. Use some Asian sesame sauce and some soy sauce and make it into like a stir fry. All right, dinner is ready. Jackson was able to pick our supper tonight because we are celebrating. He got a goal in Ultimate Frisbee today. So he came home and chose what was for dinner to celebrate. So he wanted these Frestas, and so we'll heat those up in the microwave. And then he didn't want a salad or anything. He wanted raw veggies instead. So some snap peas and celery, and then for some fruit, pineapples, strawberries, blueberries. I'm not that hungry, so I am going to have some Greek yogurt with blueberries, strawberries, and a little bit of this, oops, it's upside down, a granola. So that's gonna be my supper, but everyone else will have this. And for dessert, I'm going to bake up these Lucky Charms cookies that I've had in the fridge for a while. These are quite flat, but they still do look fun. Look how flat they are, but they're soft, colorful, so they should be tasty. We are having Costco lasagna for supper tonight. I'm gonna pop this in the oven and then make some garlic bread and Caesar salad to go with it. There's my plate. Actually, it looks like I gave myself a little too much of a generous portion of lasagna.
I'm glad you take it.
You want some of mine?
Yes.
Looks like quite a bit. We are having one of those nights where there's really no time to make supper. So it's rather cereal or nachos. So I'm just gonna heat these up. Husband is not home for supper tonight. My oldest son will come home later, make himself something. So it's just 4 of us. So we're gonna heat these up and add some salsa, and that is supper tonight. Oh, a nice and easy dinner is served. For our Saturday morning breakfast today, we are going to have some Belgium waffles, and they are going to be like triple berry waffles with strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, a little bit of syrup for some, icing sugar for the rest, and whipped cream. Everyone has enjoyed their breakfast, and here is mine. Tonight's dinner is ginger beef. We love our ginger beef in our family. I'm gonna put it with some basmati rice and also some steamed snap peas and red pepper. Thought we needed a little more vegetable at the dinner, so I chose to cut up some orange peppers as well. And on a beverage side note, oh my goodness, this Blue Menu lime sparkling water is so good. It's gonna be perfect with the ginger flavors of the ginger beef, and I'm enjoying it while I'm cooking supper. So hopefully there's a little left to go with my dinner tonight. Oh, yummy. Sweet ginger beef, my favorite. For dessert this evening, people will get to choose between 3 flavors of ice cream, one being the Western Family Canuck flavor, Bar Down Blast. It's kind of a strange name. And then the other 2 are President's Choice ice creams from the Scoop Shop. One is Rocky Road, and the other is a birthday cake. I personally went with Rocky Road because I'm craving chocolate.